So in today's session, we are going to cover these topics. What is DevOps, misconception, DevOps is a team or DevOps is a job title. So do we really need a certification for DevOps? DevOps means doing all the work with half of the people. Is it the case? Or DevOps is an automation, DevOps is a fad. What is the anti-pattern for DevOps? And most important, this one, right? Exactly. Three-dimensional of a DevOps tool and all. Okay. Fine. And which all DevOps tools is there in the market? There are so many DevOps tools, and what all things we are covering in our course, that also we are going to see today. Fine. So how many of you exactly know what is DevOps according to you? In your language, I just wanted to hear that one. What is DevOps? Now listen very carefully. Okay. So I have worked with, as I said, 8 organization. I have worked, this is organization point of view I'm talking about. And I have worked with multiple clients also. And after doing a lot of research, okay, this research is not on something, a research keyword, what I'm talking about. It has been research in topmost institute of IITs, okay, and even Europe, in Europe or in US or in Southeast Asia and all, okay, in most of the universities are there. There also they have their renowned university like IITs in India, right? So everybody has concluded in one single word, okay. So DevOps is not, you can say, the main misconception about DevOps. Everybody is thinking that DevOps is, you are telling development and operations. Yeah, the name itself is DevOps. So everybody will understand develop means the development team has to be there and only the operation team has to be there. No, this is not the case. So what is the truth about DevOps is just a tagline. Now you'll come to know more about DevOps and all, but DevOps is just a tagline. You know, tagline means, right? So we give tagline. If for any brand, if you see, right? So they have some kind of a tagline. If you go to my Fresher Tube also, so I have given a tagline to my freshertube.com also. What is that tagline, guys? So if you go here, so you see, I have given, this is something called learn, apply, and get hired. Means this is a kind of a tagline, right? Correct? Yes or no? Some brands, if you see, there are so many brands in India also, right? Or if you see any automobile industry, if you go with BMW, if you go with Audi, if you go with any Tata, right? Or if you go with any big company, Mahindra is there, right? So every company has their tagline. Correct? So that's what the same thing goes for DevOps. Okay. So this is the biggest misconception about DevOps, that we only think DevOps involves only developer and system administrator. No. So as the name indicates, yes, the name indicates that the development and operation. But what is the truth? The truth is DevOps is just a tagline which bringing development and operation together. It's bringing development on operation together. Yes, both of them have been working separately. Both have been working separately. In the development, it's not only the developer, that is also related to your testing team also. Correct? So the QA team is and the development team is working separately. The in the operations, your server team will be there, right? Your Linux team will be there, correct? Basically, I would say, if you see normally in the ops team, system integration engineer will be there, network engineer will be there, storage engineer will be there, server engineer will be there, production support engineer will be there, application support engineer will be there, NOC monitoring team will be there. This is as per the level I have given. If you start from the bottom, you'll see the same hierarchy, right? It goes on, right? And if you talk about in the dev, right, so it's QA and tester. But is it the case that only the development, bringing operations and development together, that is what called DevOps? This is the truth? No. So the truth is, the concept and the idea of DevOps include all roles. The concept and the ideas include all roles, that not only is specific to a specific role. There are hundred of roles are there. There are hundred of teams will be there. There are individual who is having individual designations, correct? So how we are going to tell that you are a DevOps engineer, or Samuel is a DevOps engineer, or Pratyush is a DevOps engineer? How we have to tell that you are a DevOps engineer? So again, the truth here is that the concept, remember this one, the concept and ideas, DevOps include all roles. So there is no definite list of which team or individual should be involved as a DevOps, or any team within the organization should be considered candidate for a DevOps, right? So it can be anyone. Okay, if you belongs to Hara Prasad, for example, I am telling you, if suppose Hara Prasad has belongs to a software development team, he is a DevOps engineer. If Samuel belongs to a system administrator, he is a DevOps engineer. Okay, if Pratyush belongs to QA and testing, he is a DevOps engineer. Right? Evelina belongs to cloud engineer, she is a DevOps engineer. Chetna belongs to a IT professional also, right? A project manager also, right? Or any entrepreneur and a product owner also can be a DevOps engineer. This is why it is written there that there is no definite list that you can say you are a DevOps engineer. I'll tell you the practical answer for this one. As I said, the research is forgot about the research and all, but my experience throughout those 14 or 15 years, okay, and working with so many organizations, working with so many clients and all, seriously, I am telling you, client doesn't know what is DevOps. Client doesn't know what is DevOps. Whatever the requirement comes to them, they will start rating. They have given just a name. It's just a tagline. Senior delivery manager ji came to me, Abhishek, you decide in which what you think for this application, who all the suitable people are there. He asked me this thing. I said, if I have to hire, I was hiring for my team, okay, and that time I said, okay, I am going to build this team, but I need people who is expert in these skill sets. So I have not only included, you will believe that I have included all. I have a sheet also. That sheet, I'm not sure whether I'm having or not. I need to find out. So that is the evaluation sheet I have prepared by myself, and that evaluation sheet have been still using by everybody. And in that one, I have mentioned Linux, I have mentioned shell scripting, I have mentioned in shell scripting like Python also. In I have mentioned database, I have mentioned AWS and all. So see, the organization, if just think of it, he is a senior delivery manager and he has been working for that particular account from last 18 years, but these guys doesn't know about the exact role of a DevOps. What does that proves? There is no definite list you can say this is a DevOps. Understanding my point, guys? That is what the misconception. So irrespective, okay, in which team you are, in which role you are a DevOps. This is what I was explaining from day one, right? There is, if somebody is telling no, you are, array, on what basis you are judging him, he is the a DevOps engineer or not? By learning only some tools? No. Now again, so if this is not the case, so any team, I am telling, any team within the organization should be considered as a candidate for DevOps. It may include security, it may include, that's what I was telling. It may be server team, it may be QA team, it may be security team and all, right? Now, the next thing here is, so is DevOps is a team? Means creating a team called DevOps. That is what also. So we were calling it as a team of 10. Team of 10 normally pod. We were building pods. Not pods, Kubernetes pods and all. One team we are calling it as a pod. In that one team, two developer will be there, right? One QA will be there, right? One DevOps engineer will be there, one product owner will be there. Like that, they have been designing a team of 10. So that we can call it as a DevOps team. Is it the case? No. So creating a team called DevOps or renaming an existing team to DevOps is neither necessary nor sufficient for creating a DevOps culture. So what is the truth again? So an additional team is likely to cause more communication issues, not fewer. The development and operation team must connect frequently or it should work together. In startup environment, having a single team that encompasses both the function can work. Okay. So it's just more of a collaboration. It's more of a collaboration where you are bringing the operation team, you are telling the operation team, let's start coordinating with the development team so that you can work faster. So that you can work faster, right? And where is this culture? Correct? Where is this culture means culture belongs to people. Correct? Yes or no? Culture belongs to people. Yes or no? Nandini, Pratyush,
Yes.
Samuel, right? So I
Yes,
am
sir.
telling one thing I told you, what
Yes, sir.
just remember each and every word what I am telling here. Collaboration, I used first word. What I said is there is no definite list, but I am bringing you towards more the answer. If somebody is asking you this question, then you should answer it like how. I am coming to that point. I have used one word called collaboration, where you are bringing the operation. When I am telling that there is no definite list of a DevOps, any team can be a DevOps team, right? So ultimately, what we are doing, we are bringing them together. Then only you can work smarter, right? Then only you can work faster, correct? By bringing people collaboration. Now the second part is I am telling people, that is culture. Different teams have a different culture. You are bringing them together. So this culture started evolving in the startup companies. Why they have been doing like this? Because they don't wanted to spend more on different roles. They are startups, right? I am a startup. Obviously, if I have to work on, suppose I need a front end developer, I need a back end developer, I need a operation engineer, right? Or I would say I need some monitoring guy and all, rather than hiring individual roles, different set of resources, I can go with only one role. So I am going to get everything at a single place, correct? To save my money. This is why it is written here is that what is the truth, that in startup environment, having a single team that encompasses both function can work. So is DevOps is a team? Okay. Now the next question again. So if DevOps, the misconception we have understand. So DevOps is a team or DevOps is a job title. Like you are hearing that DevOps engineer. Normally you hear this word on a regular basis. Senior DevOps engineer, lead DevOps engineer, right? Associate manager in DevOps, right? So has started a controversial debate. The job title has been described in various ways. A system administrator who also know how to write a code, or a developer who also know the basic system administration. Means what? So if DevOps is not a job title, like if Abhishek Roshan is telling, not Abhishek Roshan telling, okay, this is already there. If it is not a title, then suppose a system administrator is there. He is able to write the code in shell scripting. So does he become a DevOps engineer? Or he's a DevOps engineer? Or I would say a developer who knows how to manage a system, right? So he's a DevOps engineer. Then what is the truth? Now the truth reveals from here only. So DevOps makes sense to have people become more specialized in their job role. Now the answer is coming. The DevOps, okay, makes sense to people become more specialized in their job role. That is what from day one only I'm telling. So whatever the role you are working, just try to become specialized first in your role. Just try to become specialized in your role, right? Then DevOps is a core cultural movement, and its ideas, principles need to be used throughout entire organization in order to be effective. And this is that reason I was keep on telling that freshers we don't hire as a DevOps engineer. If I have to hire someone as a DevOps engineer, that guy has to be worked in his domain, or not domain. Domain is something different. Okay, in his area or in his role. Especially for example, Hara Prasad is working as a production support from past 5 years. So he has to get specialized in his role first. Then only he can move towards the DevOps. If I am telling, it is not some kind of a skill set or a technology and all, right? It's more of a cultural shift. It's more of a cultural movement where ideas and principle has to be used throughout the organization to make it more effective. Obviously, this is does not require, so it does not have any certification, because certification means what? You have some set of question and answer, correct? You have to go through that objective question and answer. Question will be there, answers will be there. You have to clear that one. So does that one is a DevOps? So do you really need to do a certification to become a DevOps engineer? Correct. So however, the truth again, the significant part of DevOps is about culture, as I said, right? How do you certify a culture? Can you able to certify a culture? Can you give a certification to a culture? No, impossible. We cannot give a certification to a culture, correct? I'm telling it's a cultural movement where ideas and principle has to be used throughout the organization to make it more effective. So can you give a certification to a culture? No, we cannot give a certification to a culture, correct? So recently you have heard, okay, that AI is going to take the job of most of the people, right? Correct? That's what we have heard, right? So AI is going to kill so many people are going to laid off. Same thing when DevOps introduced, still I remember when it came to the picture. So should we work only with half of the people where all other people will go? When DevOps came at that time, this was the chaos. Everybody has to. So does your job is gone by the date? Tell me. Hara Prasad, are you working as a DevOps engineer till date? Prabhakar, are you working as a DevOps engineer? Bhim Arya, are you working as a DevOps engineer till date? Tell me. No, right? Your job is there, right?
No, sir. No, sir. No.
Correct. So see, that is what people doesn't understand again. So again, the misconception at that time. Why I have you have not, you go and find out. You are not going to find out these answers anywhere. Cat GPT cannot give these answers. This is a specific dedicated PPT, especially from the organization I have collected. Nobody will tell DevOps is a misconception. Abhishek Roshan is telling, because that is the real answer. I got it from the clients and all. Okay. So again, so get both software developer and system administrator in one person with one person salary. That is what. So what it is telling. So does the DevOps mean doing all the work with half of the people? Means what you are telling? Okay, software developer, you come, and the system or the people who is expert in system administrator as administrator, we can bring both of them into a single person, and we can pay, and we can go with half of the people. Is it the case? Again, so again the truth is, not only is above perception is incorrect, but it's often harmful also, in especially in startups. These all things, this DevOps thing or this tagline, or you can say this came especially not by the big organization. It is started by the startups only, because what they have done earlier, they wanted to encourage the employer. Okay, so what they were telling that, okay, what we can offer them so that they can work for us. So in that place they are telling that, okay, let's go ahead with 3 meals a day. Okay, let see some of the organization offering meals also, you know already. Correct, Intuit is there. There are so many organization which offers meals also, breakfast, lunch and dinner also, right? Other benefits also they have started giving the employee, right? At the so doesn't DevOps does not save money by having the number of engineers your company needs. Rather, it allows organization to increase the quality and efficiency of their work. If you are going to hire DevOps engineers, so you cannot save your money, because ultimately what was happen, I'll tell you. So earlier they thought like this, okay, let's make everybody into a single person. That's what you are trying. You are trying the developer and you are trying the system administrator has to be done by one person only. Fine, one person. So one person salary will increase also, correct? If you are telling earlier you are paying less to the employee who is doing separate job, right? Now you are bringing them together and you are telling, so is it the case? And you are telling we are going to save the cost, because ultimate goal is what? Ultimate goal is you should be able to save the cost of the company, which you are not able to do so. So then what you are calling it as a DevOps? This is the case also, right? So these all are truths. Now, is DevOps is automation? Again, half of the people nothing to do with the DevOps. Again, certification has nothing to do with the DevOps, right? Job title nothing to do with the DevOps. So then what is DevOps? Is there a DevOps is a fad? Normally people say that DevOps is a fad, because normally in when DevOps started at that time, I was hearing this word very strongly every time. Everybody's talking, it's a buzzword, it's a buzzword. DevOps is a buzzword, just a new word in place. Now the answer is coming here. Okay, so answer is coming here. This is the exact answer of entire DevOps. However, the truth is, it's a DevOps is not specific to a technology or a tool or a process. However, it is movement about improving organizational effectiveness and individual employee happiness. Correct? One of the primary difference between DevOps and methodologies. So I have heard this also. Even I used to tell earlier, DevOps is a methodology. Arey, DevOps is not a methodology. What do you mean by methodology? Like a process. ITIL is a process you know about, right? Agile is a process. Little bit more about I'll tell you agile. Okay, I have been involved with these teams and all, involved with the client. So they calculate on the basis of hourly, and how they have to calculate this hourly basis on the basis of this agile process. So they will see, okay, that Samuel or Chetna or Evelina, okay, whether they all are in my team. So what is your productivity, Evelina, in for this 1 week? They will do it like this. They will calculate, okay, this resource has been, one user story has been assigned to her, and she has given almost 14 days, one sprint to finish this user story. She has not finished that one. So they are going to calculate that, even they are going to calculate their lunch hours and everything. Seriously, I'm telling you, we had already done these things. I'm already part of these things, agile process. Okay, this is why they will, okay, this DevOps engineer they have given, I said, right, team of 10. This developer is working these many hours on what feature. Okay, this feature, how many hours they have worked. They don't know, right? Our challenges, impediments and all, and whether the same user story went to the next sprint. If you are not able to finish in this sprint, it will go to the next sprint, so it will treat it as a backlog. Because if you talk process, then process is ITIL and agile. This is why I have explained you. If you talk about technology, so they have different. Linux is a skill sets, you can take, it's a technology. Okay, you can tell it like that. Okay, shell scripting is there, database is there, cloud is there. But DevOps, you cannot tell that it's a technology or methodology, right? It's not like that. Again, it's more of a cultural shift. That's what I said, to improve the organizational effectiveness and individual employee happiness, right? So it does not have a strict definition. That's what I wanted to tell you. There is no specific definition that you can tell that this is DevOps and all. DevOps is a movement defined by stories, ideas, individual teams, and organizations. DevOps is the evolution of process and ideas that lead growth and change. DevOps is more of a cultural shift, right? Or a cultural movement which makes sure that the organization or the principles or the ideas, different people are going to bring it together to make the organization work more effectively, right? That's what you can tell as a DevOps. The three-dimensional for DevOps. Just remind this one, forgot everything if I have explained. That is only for your knowledge. I have explained about the DevOps to make you aware of each and everything. Now the answer is here. Simple. So, Abhishek, what is DevOps? You have to tell him. I said very clearly. I have included first of all people, means culture. I have included process. I talk about agile process, right? And automation. For automation, you need different tools and all. Correct? When you combine all these three together, people, process, tools. When people work with the process like ITIL, like agile, that's what called collaboration. When people work with the tools for automation, that is what called innovation. And when the process involves with the tool, that is called automation. And if you tell all these three at a same place, people, process and tool, then it becomes a DevOps. Again, I am repeating, if somebody is asking you in the interview, what do you mean by DevOps? No need to explain them whole story what I have explained. In short, in summary, just tell three words. It's all about people, it's all about process, it's all about tools. When all these three at a single place, right, then you can call it as a DevOps. So it's more of a cultural shift, or you can say it's more of a ideas or the principle which you are going to use throughout your organization to make your organization more effective with the help of people, process and tool. So that's what called DevOps. Answer is simple. When these three things at a single place, right? Well, people collaborate with the process, people innovate with the tool, and the process automate with the help of tool. That's what also you can call it as a DevOps. Okay, if nothing is there, so let's end up the session here only. Thank you for staying connected with me. Let's connect again tomorrow for the remaining topics of DevOps. Till then, just take care of yourself, your loved one. Bye bye and Jai Hind.